Austin Butler stars in Baz Luhrmann's highly anticipated biopic, Elvis.
I'm gonna show you what the real Elvis is like tonight!
And the leading man tells people what it was like stepping into the rock and roll icon's blue suede shoes.
I mean, this was unlike anything else. For one, Elvis is so well known. You have the sort of train spotters out there who know everything about his life. And then you have the misconceptions about him. And you have the people who dress up as him for Halloween. And so for me, from the very outset, the thing that I was most fascinated by was who is he when you strip all that away, and who was the man. And thankfully I had a year and a half before we started shooting, so I tried everything. And things didn't work, and then things did work, and yeah, I was constantly trying to figure out the process, because there's no real roadmap for it. So I just kind of let my curiosity lead me every day.
In this role, Austin is sharing his singing voice with the world for the first time. And he had a strategy to help him tap into Elvis's sound.
I think the whole thing was quite a wild ride, because I wouldn't ever sing in front of anybody except like the people that were very, very close to me. And so the prospect of suddenly not just singing, but singing Elvis, I mean, that's so much pressure. I remember songs, in the beginning it was, I mean, That's All Right Mama, from the beginning something clicked in my voice that kind of helped me to find the way in. But then also things like Unchained Melody and some of the later songs really that I thought would be further away from my voice. I actually had a lot of fun singing, like Never Been to Spain and those types of songs.
Elvis's manager, Colonel Tom Parker, is played by Hollywood legend Tom Hanks. And Austin explains how a special gift from his co-star helped the pair stay in character.
He did this thing that I thought was just this mythological thing, but he sends a typewriter to my room from his personal collection. And so I get this chrome typewriter that comes to the door, but with a letter from Colonel Tom Parker that Hanks had written. And so I typed him one back as Elvis, and we started sending these letters back and forth, and it was remarkable, because you're having to crystallize the mind of a human onto paper, you know. And when you put it down on paper, it feels so final in a way. So you have to really it taught me a lot about the relationship of these two men, you know. Yeah, so that's just one of the things that Tom did.
Elvis's ex-wife Priscilla, his daughter Lisa Marie, and his granddaughter Riley Keough have all praised Austin's performance in the film, approval that Austin says he's thankful for.
I can't even put into words how much it means to me, because I felt so much responsibility to them the entire time, and I had no idea how they were going to respond, and I was fully ready for them maybe not to, want to watch it or not to like it or anything. And I feel like I'm in a dream right now, because they've been so warm and welcoming. And I hadn't met Lisa Marie before, but getting to meet her here was just one of those moments in my life that I will cherish forever. And she's been so warm, and I'm so grateful that I got to be a part of bringing her father's story into context, and take away misconceptions around him and bring life to this. I just feel so grateful.
For more on Austin Butler, pick up this week's issue of People on newsstands Friday.